Hello and welcome back to Steve's Media. This is episode number 10, and it has been another gap since my last update video. One or two personal issues that I really don't want to get into to explain my absence this time. But what this update is going to be is a post birthday haul, as it was my birthday nearly a month ago on April 19th. Um, got quite a fair bit of new media to show off, so let's get started. The first four titles I'm going to show, I picked up on a shopping trip to Manchester, which is the next city over from where I'm from in Liverpool. Haven't been up there for a while. I mostly went up there to check out the National Football Museum, being a big football fan. Always worth a trip up there because there's so much to see. Or after being there, I popped over to the Arndale Centre, which is a huge shopping centre, both indoors and outdoors, and picked up some really good stuff. The first title I'm going to show you is from HMV, and this I was browsing the horror Blu-ray section as I usually do when I go to a HMV store, and I'd had my eye on this particular film for a while. I actually seen it on Netflix during my horror month. I actually posted a picture up on my Instagram page. That's at Steve's Media if you want to check that out. Uh, really enjoyed it. Very cheesy, and I wanted to get a physical copy. Wasn't able to find it for a good price or good enough price, and as soon as I seen this in HMV, I considered picking it up, but wasn't sure of the price until I seen it was just £5. Yeah, £5, and that is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Of course, Arrow Video, one of the best companies in the UK for producing cult and horror film Blu-ray sets, Blu-ray DVD sets. I love this newly commissioned cover art, and as with all Arrow Video releases, it does come with the art card, which for this release is promoting battles without honouring humanity, and it has some more titles on the back. As you can see, the Blu-ray disc has the same artwork as the cover, as does the DVD. And if I just pop out the DVD disc, you can see the original artwork, which is pretty cool in itself. And like all Arrow releases, it comes loaded with special features. So for this one, there is a audio commentary with the Chiodo brothers. I think that's how you pronounce that. A 20-minute making of featurette. Look at the visual effects. How an interview with Charles Chiodo and Dwight Roberts, looking at how they created the Killer Clowns. A tour of the Chiodo Brothers productions. I looked at earlier works. Brand new interviews with Grant Kramer and Suzanne Snyder. Bloopers, deleted scenes, and the original theatrical trailer. So very, very packed set. It is still at that £5 price now in HMV stores. I've actually seen it in the Liverpool store. So if you've been wanting to check this film out, I highly recommend picking it up. £5, you can't go wrong. The next three titles I picked up from one of my favourite DVD stores to check out when I'm in Manchester, and that is FOP. It's kind of like HMV meets independent shop. Loads of obscure titles that you don't see in the bigger retail chains, and it is partially owned by HMV. I picked up 2 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray, so I'm going to show you the Blu-ray first, and it's another Arrow title, and one I've not seen before, but reading the synopsis it looks interesting. It's Madman. From the synopsis, it's another film that's based on an urban legend that was also used as the basis for the film The Burning, which I checked out recently. Decent film. This is your typical slasher film, the ones that were all the range in the wake of like the Halloween and Friday 13th. That's the newly commissioned artwork, which shows the villain of the film, the killer, is a sort of silhouette on a red background with the name almost blood-like on the cover. And with this release, you get a really nice booklet. There's a shot of the Madman on the back with one of his victims. Some nice images from the film, and some notes and that. And just details about how they remastered the film. And the poster card for this release is of Lucio Fulci's The Black Cat, another film I haven't seen but I would consider getting. I've never seen any of Fulci's works. There's the DVD, the Blu-ray disc, similar to the cover, and same design on the DVD disc but in blue. If I just pop that DVD out, there is the original artwork, which again shows the killer in a silhouette. Excuse me. And the title again, almost blood-like. And this also stacked with extras. Among them is audio commentaries, a feature-length documentary about the film called The Legend Still Lives. Another featurette called Madman Alive at 35. An interview talking about his early work of director Gary Sales. And there's a tribute to some of the actors and crew from the film that have sadly passed on, along with trailers and TV spots. So looking forward to checking that one out. The 2 DVDs I picked up, by the way, that was £6, which is a good steal. You can get this in HMV for £9, I think, or you can get it as part of a 3 for £20, 5 for £30 deal, which is not bad. These 2 DVD titles I also picked up £3 each. The first one is a film that I know its reputation of. I think I've seen it before, but I can't really remember too much. But I've always wanted to own it, and that is Big Trouble in Little China. Uh, this one's unique as it has this really cool uh, hand-drawn artwork featuring Kurt Russell. And if I take off the slipcover, it's the more familiar uh, painted cover that you see. This is just a pretty bare bones DVD. There is a special edition that I was tempted to pick up second hand, passed on it, mostly because of the disc condition. As far as special features for this, you only rarely get an audio commentary by John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. But finally have this in my collection. I'm looking forward to reliving it if I have seen a memory like a fish. So, Big Trouble in Little China. And the other title I picked up is a film I've not seen before, but it looked pretty interesting. I've seen The Simpsons parody of this from an old Treehouse of Horror episode, and that is The Island of Dr. Moreau. This is part of 101 Films Cult Horror Collection. It's basically Michael York, who may be most memorable as playing Basil in the Austin Powers films. He plays a crew member on a ship that goes down. Excuse me. And he winds up on an island that's governed by a scientist called Dr. Moreau, played by the great Burt Lancaster. And as you can see from the images on the back, Dr. Moreau basically turns humans into hybrids with animals. So it looks a little bit corny, but I kind of like films like that, and I did enjoy the Simpsons parody of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the basis for that was. So The Island of Dr. Moreau, looking forward to checking that one out. So that was what I picked up in Manchester. A few days after that, I went shopping back home here in Liverpool. And the first title I picked up from that trip, I went looking in cash converters, which is always good for finding cheap films. If you can get a film cheap that's got a decent condition disc, then you're in good luck. This one, disc's decent condition. I wasn't expecting it to pick it up for this price. I actually paid just £1 for this. And it is, of course, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the 2-disc widescreen edition. And this now completes my Monty Python film collection, as I already have The Life of Brian and The Meaning of Life on DVD also. And this is absolutely stacked with extras, almost all brand new. For example, disc 1, there's commentaries with the Pythons, animated menus, subtitles, featurettes, and an extra 24 seconds of footage. While on the second disc, you get a look at the film made in Lego, which is pretty cool. Behind the scenes photos, sketches, posters, trailers, a feature documentary with Michael Palin and Terry Jones, and sing-alongs. So very, very stacked. And to pick this up for a quid was an absolute steal. And the next 4 titles, again, HMV again. I actually had a gift voucher that my sister got me for my birthday. So I didn't really have to pay anything towards these titles. Not much, maybe £1 or £2 on top. Or it was a £30 voucher for the whole of the Liverpool One shopping centre, but I spent it all in HMV. And what I picked up, first of all, the first 2 titles, DVD titles, that I got on a 2 for £10 offer. And to look through this, I mainly looked at the horror DVDs because there were a lot of decent titles on this offer. But these 2 caught my eye the most based on what I've looked at online. The first title is from 1988, and that is Waxwork. And it doesn't look similar. It doesn't look in any way similar to the House of Wax, the Vincent Price film from the 50s, which I do own and is a fantastic film. It basically looks like a group of teens turning up at a waxwork museum and find themselves in danger. I've just noticed, looking at the cast list, that two of the actors in here are Zach Gilligan, who's best known for playing Billy in the Gremlins films, and Patrick Macnee. Was he the prisoner? Was that the prisoner, or he was in the Avengers? Can't remember which one. But yeah, this looks really good. I do like a good cheesy horror film, so this would be perfect for my horror month this October. And speaking of Vincent Price, I actually love any role that Vincent Price is in. Just recently checked out The Fall of the House of Usher on Amazon Fire Stick through the Kodi app. I really enjoyed that, and this one looks to be another haunting Vincent Price flick. This one's from 1973, and that is The Theatre of Blood, which also stars Dame Diana Rigg. It's basically about a Shakespearean actor played by Price who goes on a killing spree against his critics who've critiqued his performances, basically. So it's a revenge horror flick. Now look, just the fact that it's Vincent Price alone sold me on this film. And looking at some of the cast list, involved, one name stands out as Arthur Lowe, who British viewers may best know as Captain Mannering in Dad's Army. So, really looking forward to this one. And the two Blu-ray titles I picked up. The first one is a sci-fi film that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. It was part of that 3 for 20, 5 for £30 offer. Or I picked it up as a standalone for £8.99, £9. And that is Forbidden Planet, starring the late great Leslie Nielsen. It's one of the classic cheesy sci-fi films from the 50s, 1956 it's from. It was when Leslie Nielsen done more serious roles before he stepped into the comedy genre with films like Airplane, The Naked Gun, and so on. This one's loaded with features, deleted scenes, lost footage, 2 follow-up films that feature that character right there, Robbie the Robot, a film called The Invisible Boy. So two films on one Blu-ray disc is really not bad. Also got his cameo in a episode of a TV series called The Thin Man. There's a documentary on this from Turner Classic Movies called Watch the Skies, Science Fiction, the 50s and Us, which looks really interesting. Featurettes about the film and the Robbie the Robot. Excerpts from MGM Parade and trailers for both Forbidden Planet and The Invisible Boy. So pretty stacked as far as extras go. I do love sci-fi B-movies, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. And this was the best finds of, apart from the Monty Python film, this was one of the best finds that I picked up that week. And that is the Ultimate Vacation Collection on Blu-ray. And it, as you can tell from the title, it's all 4 of the National Lampoon Vacation films. It comes on 2 keep cases. First 2 contain the 30th anniversary of the original National Lampoon's Vacation and its follow-up European Vacation. And the reason I did actually pick this up was to get Christmas Vacation on Blu-ray. I could have just bought it standalone, but to get it in a box set with all 4 films, I only paid, well, I got free on the voucher, but it was £12, so £3 each for each film. As I said, this second keep case comes with Christmas Vacation and also comes with Vegas Vacation. So all 4 films, 1 Blu-ray box set, £12. It doesn't give too much detail on the special features. I'm assuming all the special features will be on the Vacation disc, including an 80 Pro from the back. It has an introduction to Vacation, commentaries, a featurette, plus an 85-minute documentary. So looking forward to work my way through that box set. Now on to some titles I picked up last week. These 3 titles I picked up over the space of 2 days. Actually had to do some overtime in my job towards the end of last week after working the whole bank holiday weekend. The first title I picked up was on the Wednesday, and I was looking in a DVD shop a second-hand DVD shop called That's Entertainment. I was browsing around and one or two titles I could have picked up for fairly cheap. I was actually tempted to get a second copy of Big Trouble in Little China and a second copy of the DuckTales film, which I do already have upstairs, purely for eBay listing bait. But I was browsing the DVD section and I found this at an absolute steal of a price. Much like the Vacation box set, this was just £12 and it was brand new. Well, it wasn't second hand, it was, brand new, factory sealed. And that is the Alien Anthology. This is awesome. This is the, as you can tell, the greenish gold 6-disc box set. There's a box set like this one with 2 keep cases, but this one is just the single thick case. Gorgeous artwork with the Xenomorph on the front, and if I pull out the actual case itself, the artwork is very basic. It's meant to be like the inside of an alien. You can't really see it on the camera. There's the back of it, and each film gets its own disc in these swing trays. So we've got Aliens, Alien and Aliens there. Alien 3, which is good, but it's not as good as the originals, and the last film, Alien Resurrection, which is widely considered the worst of the series. Plus you get 2 bonus discs. The first one is the making of this set, and then it's the archives with loads of archival features from past releases of the Alien films. It also comes with this little booklet which gives you details of what you can find on the discs and explains the MUTHUR mode. I'm not really sure what that means. It also has a letter from Ridley Scott at the front of it. I won't go into too much detail of what the contents are, but for each film you get 2 versions. You get the theatrical versions from 1979, 1986, 92 and 97. And you also get the 2003 director's cut of the original Alien with an introduction by Ridley Scott. James Cameron's 1991 special edition of Aliens with an introduction, and the 2003 special editions of Alien 3 and Resurrection. Plus you get deleted extended scenes on all, commentaries on all. The making of disc has documentaries on all 4 films, which is over 12 hours of documentary features. And for the archive disc you get pre-production features, production features and post-productions, as well as trailers and TV spots for all 4 films. So I did originally have still do for now, the definitive edition of Alien on DVD, which was a little banged up, but to have all 4 films now on Blu-ray in one box set is awesome. These next 2 titles are what I picked up on the Thursday the following day. The first one I picked up from another second-hand shop called CX, which I have a membership for. I use that store quite a lot when I'm getting rid of some films. I was browsing the DVD section and seeing this for £5, and that is the Best of Hammer Horror. It contains 5 different Hammer films, one of which I do own and have seen and do love, and that is the Dracula Prince of Darkness with the great Christopher Lee. But the other 4 films in the set are films I haven't seen. There's The Nanny, which stars Betty Davis and Wendy Craig. Quatermass and The Pit, which I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. What else? Frankenstein created. I can get it. Frankenstein Created Woman, starring the great Peter Cushing, and The Devil Rides Out, which is another Christopher Lee film. They don't come with too many features. In fact, Frankenstein Created Woman is bare bones. Devil Rides Out just has the trailer. See the other features. Quatermass and Pit only has the trailer. Dracula Prince of Darkness has the Many Faces of Christopher Lee documentary, which is on the release I do own. And The Nanny only has an audio commentary. But 5 classic Hammer films, one box set, £5, second hand, can't go wrong with that. And the other title picked up, and again another HMV pickup, the third trip to HMV, and this one has got a more personal backstory to it. Basically, I will go into a little bit. The reason for my absence was sadly my dad passed away just over 2 months ago from an illness. He contracted an infection in a land that was feeding a cancer treatment. He actually passed away the day after Mother's Day here in the UK. And this pickup is basically a thank you off my mum for being there and being supportive with her through the last couple of months. She'd bought my sister and my cousins flowers as their thank you. So I basically said, because being a guy, I don't need flowers. I basically said to her, if you just give us the equivalent money for it, then I can go pick up a film. And this was a film that I've been wanting to check out. I do actually have this on my Netflix watch list, but I haven't got around to watching it yet. It'll now stand as the oldest film in my collection, and that is the German film Das Cabinet de Dr. Caligari, the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which is from 1920, and this is one of the Eureka Masters cinema releases, this being number 92. And as with as with the Arrow sets, Eureka really pack the extras and bonus stuff in with their Masters Cinema releases. There's really nice booklet. It's a sort of picture poster on the back. I believe that is Dr. Caligari. I've only briefly seen clips of the film while seeing a review of it from James Rolfe on Cinemassacre. Looked a really weird film, but I like that sort of 20s freaky style. Nosferatu was one of my favourite horror films of all time, and this is along the similar lines to that. The booklet's really nice, got some nice production shots. It's like details on how the film came to be, the director, and actually, that's Dr. Caligari again shot. That's the infamous Doctor. So yeah, a lot of really good production shots. As with always, the extras for this, you get a brand new transfer based on the 2014 restoration. A brand new documentary called Caligari: The Birth of Horror in the First World War. A video essay by David Kearns on the film. A few short pieces on the restoration of the film. And feature-length commentary by film scholar and historian David Kalat. So if you're a fan of commentaries, that's for you. This was £15.99, £16. I have seen it cheaper on Amazon, but I wasn't going to wait much longer. As soon as I seen this, it was basically a choice between this or Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and I can pick Star Wars up anytime. I'm actually waiting to see if they do another re-release of the box set that adds The Force Awakens to the original prequel trilogies before I can pick that one up. Well, this one I'm really looking forward to checking out. I might watch it pretty soon, or I might just hold off until Horror Month, make this one of me highlight features. And the last two titles I actually picked up just yesterday. Again, had to go into work to do some overtime. For those of you who know, I don't know if I've explained this before, but I actually work for a clothing retail outlet called Primark, which is it's Irish owned company. It's largely based here in the UK. It does have some international outlets. Basically, I had to work last night. It's only a short shift, so to kill some time, because it was a lovely day out. I mean, today it's pretty gloomy. But it was a nice day out, so I left early, went for a little stroll, ran shops. I could have picked up a 2-film peanut set that I might pick up later in the week from a shop called BHS that's been in the news recently. That was only £5. I had A Boy Named Charlie Brown and Snoopy Come Home together as one set, which looked really cool. But I decided to hold off because there was a video game shop just across the road from it. I don't usually. I used to buy a lot of games from there and the odd movie, but every time I've been in there, I've not really seen much. But I just thought I'd pop in, see what they've got, and I found two absolute steals, arguably the best pickups that I'm going to get out of everything. These two titles were just 50 pence each. 50 pence. For the US equivalent, that's sort of like, what, 25 cents, 25, 30 cents? Which is prices that you pay for a VHS at a flea market or something like that. But yep, first title is the original Swedish version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Of course, Noomi Rapace actually played the titular role both in the original and in the US remake with Daniel Craig. I've been kind of curious about wanting to see these films for a while now. So at 50 pence, I couldn't really pass this up. I think I may wait till I get The Girl Who Played with Fire and The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest before I sit down and watch all the films together. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. But this was the undoubted steal of the day when you consider what it is, and B, the condition it was in. I did mention about having the definitive edition of Alien when I talked about the Blu-ray set, and this is also from the definitive edition line by MGM, and that is Platoon in a steelbook. These are pretty rare, I believe, these days. The Alien one I have actually just put up on eBay. That's available now if you wanna look it up. I may put a link in the description to my eBay page. That's got this, and it's also got Dracula Prince of Darkness up there if anyone's interested in it. But picking up a steelbook for 50p is an incredible deal as well. But there was a little bit of damage. There was an old price sticker that had been torn off, but the white backing was still stuck on, so that's ruined it slightly. But the reason why it's so good value, is the discs are scratch free, hardly touched. This was as close to brand new as you could get. As close to brand new for 50 pence for the steelbook of a absolute classic war film. I actually did think I had this film, but when I got home last night, I didn't check through my film collection. I don't actually have this, so I'm really made up to add this to my collection. And that is it for this whole video. Another long haul video. Almost 45 minutes I've gone talking now. So that is it. I am going to try and keep up on a regular schedule now. I am going to go out and do some more hunting on Friday. as you can see, the gloominess of the weather is starting to make things a little bit dark. So, yep, Friday I will be doing some more hunting. If I pick anything up, I will record the video early next week and post it up on this YouTube channel. There's another video I do have in mind for a Steve's Media Extra, looking at my figure collection, because I have an extensive figure collection. Covers action figures, minifigures, pop finals. I may shoot that around Thursday. That'll be shot on this beauty, my big item for my birthday, my brand new iPhone 6. I'm going to test the video capability on this one to shoot that video, so look out for that. But until now, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, check out the links to my social media and my eBay auctions, which will be in the description below, and take care.